After that Green Bay loss, what we came back and discussed mostly was, we knew we were good. Okay, what can we do now to maybe become a perennial top 4, top 2, hopefully #1 team? That was a conceptual conversation. At that point in time when we had the conversation, Matthew Stafford was a Detroit Lion.
Matthew Stafford threw for more than 40,000 yards as the Lions starter. In 2021, after 12 seasons in Detroit, the quarterback was in search of a fresh start.
When you started really watching Matthew and it became public knowledge that he got permission to seek a trade, and then you really start studying him, I think the thing that really separates the good from the great quarterbacks are in known passing downs, when defense usually has the advantage and they know you're throwing it, 2-minute end of the game coming from behind. That's when it's the toughest for a quarterback, and that's when I think Matthew Stafford's at his best.
Stafford, last play of the game, throws end zone, touchdown, the Lions with a victory.
So once Matthew did become available, we definitely made a call to Detroit.
It is the Rams' first-round draft picks in 2022 and 2023, as well as a third-round pick in this year's draft, along with Jared Goff. In exchange, the Rams land Matthew Stafford.
I think the 2 first-round picks for a QB, we do it every day of the week if we were pretty certain. You can't be 100% certain, but pretty certain that we could go from good to great.
I think we just decided that with Matthew Stafford as our quarterback, we were going to try to not even really reinvent our offense, but just retool it in a way that allowed him to play quarterback and really put the game in his hands.
All good. Hey, what I love, you trust what you see, bro.
And that dynamic between myself, Sean, and Matthew was outstanding, and I feel very strongly about not only how we coached him, but how he was willing to be coached.
Behind their new quarterback, the Rams raced to a 7-1 start. Though it seemed like all the pieces were in place for a Super Bowl run,
and it's caught for a touchdown, Cooper Kupp.
The star-studded Rams were about to add even more marquee names. The challenge for Sean McVay would be to keep them all together during a difficult stretch ahead.